Is this guy in a killing spree of every flight model of the jets in the game? Hello guys, once again, it's Matt. Thank you all the members and patrons. Make sure to subscribe. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the yesterday's subject on the second video that I posted on the nerfing of a lot of aircraft. There are some aircraft that will receive more nerfs, including, of course, the MiG-23 that we already talked about, the MiG-21 bis, the F-8E that we already talked about, but then the same guy, Rider 2, that is actually reporting all of these aircraft of having overperforming abilities, especially in turning, it already did some posts on other aircraft, on the F-16A, on the J-35XS, on the J-37C, on the Su-17M4, so even on the Mirage 5 and some others. There are some that Gaijin is acknowledging that it is wrong, but not too big of a mistake to actually fix right now, like the F-16A. They said that the aircraft is indeed overperforming a little bit, but not by enough to actually be, necessary to change it right now, okay? The other one that they talked about is the Mirage 5, for example. But some of them, they confirmed that it is indeed a problem, like the J-35XS, the J-37C, and the Su-17. So expect all of these aircraft to probably not be nerfed at some point in the future. I was waiting for the data mines to actually show any differences in the flight model of the MiG-23, but apparently that thing didn't change yet. I don't think so, although in the post itself that I will leave in the description, all of those posts, they are saying that it's already fixed, that it's for the vegan as well. The vegan is a very small change, but still, some of them are bigger, some of them are lower. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. All of these aircraft are probably gonna get nerfed. As I said yesterday, I mean, there were some mistakes that this guy actually found that made basically the Gaijin think about the drag of missiles again, which means that some of the aircraft are overperforming because of the drag of the missiles that they are carrying, right? Basically what Gaijin does is try to recreate some of the stuff that happens in manuals, and because of that, a lot of the manuals have, for example, loadouts on them, on the aircraft, showing certain performances. So for example, it will turn an X amount of Gs in an X amount of speed and altitude with an X missile and fuel load, everything like that, and with that they have to do these calculations using missiles and stuff, and once those missiles are wrong, the calculation of the flight model itself becomes wrong as well. That's what's happening with the MiGs, for example. There are some other changes, but this is like the main thing, and with that, I mean, it really puts a question on every aircraft of every flight model, to be honest. Of course, we can only take a look on the aircraft that people will, do the bug report and have the manuals to actually complain about. But at the end of the day, Gaijin should actually take a closer look on every single flight model of these jets, because, if all of these aircraft were found to have a wrong flight model, imagine what they can find if they actually look a little bit closer after those drags of missiles got changed, right? So at the end of the day, I still believe that it is, at one point, God's work, as people say, that this guy is doing. It's kind of sad because a lot of aircraft are getting nerfed, right? So it's a win-lose kind of situation. You win that it's becoming more realistic, but it's losing if you are playing with this aircraft and you are already suffering. Like, for example, the vegan isn't like the best thing ever already, so if it's getting nerfed, even if it's a little one, it's kind of like, oh my god, it's already an aircraft that suffers a little bit. So yeah, having that, you will suffer a little bit more, right? The F-8E is the same example. The MiGs are fine. I think the MiGs are still amazing aircraft, so it's kind of fine. But yeah, and of course the J-35 as well. So it is, funny that all of them are overperforming, but we have to wait and see which of them are indeed going to be changed right now or in the future. But yeah, it's a pretty heavy list of aircraft. Again, I will leave the links in the description for you to take a look on all the bug reports. And yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the most hated guys for certain communities in War Thunder for a while because of all of these bug reports, right? But still, like I said, if it's going to be realistic, I think it's fair, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you think about all of these overperforming aircraft in the game. See ya, guys.